The woman made her way around the long table and soon stood in front of Tanaka. "If you'll follow me, I'll show you around the guild." She smiled and began walking towards the door where people were coming in and out. "Though, I suspect you already realized this. Here is the main entrance into the guild." Stepping outside, soon the sight of quaint wooden houses was seen. The road in front of the guild was just dirt, the occasional cart driving by carrying crops. The town the guild is located in is relatively larger compared to others, but it's still far away from being called a city. Here's the main road, where most items that you're looking for can be found, the woman said, pointing beyond the road. On either side, you'll find a living area for the townspeople. Tanaka checked out the surroundings and was impressed. It really had a feeling of being an actual town. Like if she were to travel to the countries on the other side of the Union. The main difference was the fact that non-humans were walking about. There were even kids playing with one another, a Catwoman mother carefully watching over them. The guild worker pointed down the street. "If you travel in that direction, you'll be able to reach the entrance into the town. Unfortunately, you only have one, not like larger settlements. You just need to flash the guards your bracelet, and there shouldn't be any issues. If there are any problems, feel free to reach out to the guild and we'll have it taken care of." Guards? Tanaka looked in the indicated direction, seeing people standing next to some large gate. Turning her head back to the woman, she asked, "What are the guards for?" "We should save that until I show you the jobs board, which will make things clearer," the woman said. She then moved to enter the guild, with Tanaka trailing behind her. Indicating the counter with people lined up, she said, "Over here, we have two main areas. One is for those wishing to set up a job request, and the other is for those that are adventurers. The adventurers section is further divided into two lines for those wishing to select a request and those completing one." Tanaka looked at the people waiting in line. There was a clear difference between those wanting to make a request and those that were adventurers. The biggest difference was the fact that adventurers were wearing weapons. The people making requests were in normal appearing outfits, just like what she imagined people in the history books would wear before technology progressed. What made her impressed was how organized everything looked, with people not seeming to be impatient to get to the front of the line. And behind the desk were people like the blonde woman showing her around, a mixture of humans and non-humans. Their expressions were cheerful as they greeted people approaching them and taking care of the matters. The blonde-haired worker began walking, indicating that the next area would be shown. Tanaka observed those waiting in line as she followed the worker, curious what the people were like. She did notice that the adventurers were grouped together in teams by how they were talking to one another. Though it was faint, Tanaka could overhear them making plans about what jobs should be taken next and whether they should eat in the guild or someplace else. Hearing the word job spoken so often, Tanaka was curious about what would be offered in this place. She did remember that Darlena had mentioned that fighting monsters would be one of the things she could take on. I guess that's the reason why the guards are necessary? Tanaka wondered as he approached several large boards on the wall. There were people that were in front of the board, pointing at various pieces of paper attached to it. Arguments could be heard between people, talking about whether a job was too difficult for their group. This is probably where I'll be able to earn some guild points, Tanaka thought to herself as she looked at the papers.